for a draw at all. I think it's a really, really tough draw. Now, if we go into round one, he's got Alexandra Muller, who's ranked number 40. So he's only just ranked outside of a seed. So that's probably one of the more toughest opponents you can get in round one, because if you're a seed, which Djokovic is, he's seeded 6, you can't face a player in the top 32. Djokovic's first opponent is only just outside the top 32. So that's not an easy first round. The second one is going to be the winner of Jay Clark and Dan Evans. Now, I've followed Jay Clark and Dan Evans' career, since they've been juniors as well. I'm a big, big fan of both of theirs as well. So, it's certainly an interesting matchup for me. I think Dan Evans has probably got too much experience for Jay at this stage, especially on Wimbledon, and Dan Evans has hit some form. So I think his likely second round opponent is going to be Dan Evans. Now, you just have to look at Dan Evans on grass in the last week. He's beaten Francis Tiafoe, he's beaten Tommy Paul, both ranked in the top 15. So, he's got, that's not going to be easy. He's going to have, all the British fans supporting him. And, I know Dan Evans had a rough 18 months, but in the last 6 months, he's really worked hard to get back and bring that game that we know that he has. He's already beaten Djokovic, obviously, we know, famously almost Monte Carlo a few years ago. So he knows how to beat Djokovic. So that isn't easy. So that's the first two matches. And then we go into round 3. And he's looking at Alex Michelsen. Now, Alex Michelsen has just made the semis of Mallorca. So he is banging on form. He's a top 25 player now, I think he's got in there. He's, he's beaten a lot of top 10 players. He's a very, very good player, very, very comfortable on grass. So that's not easy. And then you go into kind of week 2, providing he comes through these 3 and providing that all the rankings kind of go to kind of form, the next one will be Alex de Minaur. Now, Alex de Minaur, everyone knows in the last 2-3 years, has been very, very consistent. He consistently makes quarters and semis of many, many events. He's hovering around the top 10. And that's not going to be easy. De Minaur is a good player. He's also beaten Djokovic in the past. So that's not easy. And then you get into the real business end as I look over here. So the next 3, if he was to win Wimbledon and it all went to ranking, are going to be Jack Draper in the quarterfinals, Jannik Sinner in the semi-finals, and Carlos Alcaraz in the final. Can anyone ask for a more tougher draw than that? It's absolutely insane. Jack Draper, one of the most informed players. Obviously, he won his first Masters this year, as he's consistently going deep in events this year. Jannik Sinner, obviously, he's the world number 1. He's won